Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. DBougie86 here again, and I like to welcome you back to the Western series. Yes, if you heard that correctly. Now, if you followed me since I started this channel, I actually did a few Western reviews when I first started. As you know, I'm actually a big fan of Westerns, and I wanted to get back into reviewing them for you guys, so I decided why not and start a new series. This one is not going to be as frequent as a few of my other random reviews or It Came From the 80s. It's going to be more like a once a month type deal. I have a few planned out for each month, and this is the first one of this new series, and I hope you enjoyed and support it if you're a fan of Westerns like I am, because I think of Westerns and horror films go hand in hand. They're very cult followings and have their own various audiences, like most other films, like action films, dramas, all that type of deal. But these ones have more like a cult following, since a lot of them come from same areas and stuff that a lot of horror films come in, like Italy, America, even some Asian westerns, and some even a lot of different types of westerns and the ways that the stories go. And you'll see that in this series with certain films that I'm going to talk about during it. Now, the first one that I chose to do is actually a very interesting type western, I have to say. This one was released by MVD, and it's not titled Comin At Ya. Yes, look at that fucking awesome cover art right there. As you can see, this is a 3D/2D release from MVD, and really love the cover art. As you know, this is a spaghetti western. It's a Italian, Spanish/American co-production, and it was also the film that brought back 3D in the 80s. This was the first film to try to do the push of 3D, and it spewed and boomed in for a short period of time, but a lot of other films try to do this angle back in the early 80s, and this is the first one to come out from that period. Now, this film is directed by Ferdinando Balda. Yeah, I believe that's how you pronounce his last name. I probably butchered that all hell out of it. Italian director. I know a few films that he directed, Get Mean and Django Prepare a Coffin. And this film, of course, is produced and starring Tony Anthony, which is a very interesting actor who starred in the Stranger series of westerns. That actually, Get Mean is also one of those films Tony Anthony stars in. And this one has a very interesting but basic plot to it. Pretty much Tony Anthony's character of Hart is searching for his long lost bride, who was actually kidnapped on their wedding day by these two ruthless brothers who end up planning on selling and collecting women and selling them off to prostitution and different to Mexico and stuff like that. And Tony Anthony is on the search for his long lost love, and he ends up finding out where these brothers are and confronting them and trying to get his love back and facing off against these two brothers. And that's pretty much the main plot of this one. It's very basic. Pretty interesting film, I have to say, though. My thoughts on it, though. I gotta say right off the bat, I did watch this in 2D, so I never got the full 3D experience because I don't have a 3D TV, unfortunately. But I kind of wish I did, because even in the 2D, that you could notice what scenes are 3D in this film. And this film has one of the best, awesomest opening film title sequence, and it uses the 3D to its benefit with that title sequence. And it gets you into the mood, and you know what you're gonna get for the 3D. A lot of guns pointing at you and different animals and stuff. They use the 3D to their benefit with this type of film. Of course, it's Italian, so there's a lot of cheesy aspects, the infamous rubber bat. which happens in the film. There's like a rubber bat attack scene in this film that's hilarious and awesome at the same time. Uh, really cool stuff, and with that, and I did like the characters in this, though. I did like the aspect of it just gets down to the nitty gritty. It doesn't have like a really true backstory, even though they do show you like the flashback of what happened and why he's on this journey to find where his wife is. But it gets right into the action in his journey, and it goes right into like the plot, because this film only runs like a hour and 28 minutes, I believe, the runtime. Even though the back of this release says 91, I think it's like an hour and 28 from viewing it. And it just goes like through it and goes right into it. It's a very action-packed western. A lot of like cool action scenes that happen in it. It does have like a little slow spot like in the middle of it, but then it picks right up and then gets into the action till the very end, which I did like about it. It's a western that I think that a lot of people would get into if you're not into like didn't see like a spaghetti western before. This is a perfect like gateway one because it's not too long. It's just the right length for a lot of people to see if they would like this type of western, and it has a lot of like action sequences, like I said, and really funny fucking moments. Like there's actually one like kill scene in this that had me laughing because you hear like this yelp from the person that's getting killed, and it's just hilarious, especially the way he gets killed and shot is just awesome. Pretty awesome stuff. But I do recommend this film. If I had to rate Coming At You, I'm going to give it a solid 7.5. Like I said, it's not like a perfect film. It does have like a few aspects of it, like with like some of the slow aspects to it, and some like characters that are introduced in the film. Like there's one like Scottish like preacher type character that comes and goes in the film, and you kind of wondering what happened to him type deal. But yeah, I really did enjoy this Coming At You. Special features, not really a lot. There's like a trailer and a promo trailer for the film, and that's pretty much it. But any of you have 3D TV, it does come with the 3D version, even though I did watch it in 2D. So that's a plus as a feature on it, I guess. But yeah, really nice release from MVD. I really did enjoy this film. Yeah, 7.5 out of 10 for Coming At You. Alright guys, that's it for the first of the Western series. I hope you enjoy this review, and I'll be back next month with another one for you guys. I already know what film I'm doing, and I'll see you then. Peace out.